Whether you're short on time or simply don't feel like cooking, there's a simple way to get a fast meal on the table. Open a can. But which canned meats are actually worth keeping stocked in your kitchen? There's a saying, go big or go ham. While most canned meats are sold in smaller portions, usually around 4 or 12 ounces, you can also find an entire 5-pound ham packed in a can, large enough to serve several people. If you're only cooking for yourself or a small group though, the smaller cans are still an easy option. Ham tends to be especially popular around the holidays. Glazed ham ads might dominate TV during the Christmas season, but this canned staple works any time of year. It can play the supporting role on the plate or take center stage as the main course, and it's versatile enough to be prepared with sweet flavors or kept more savory.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Looking for ideas? Canned ham makes it easy to whip up dishes like split pea soup or a quick ham salad. You could also upgrade your next Hawaiian-style pizza with diced canned ham, pineapple chunks, and a splash of hot sauce. Switch up the taste by choosing varieties like hickory smoked ham, boneless versions, or cans labeled with added water or gelatin. And the creativity doesn't end with the ham itself. You can experiment with different glazes and sauces to turn a simple ham dish into something memorable. If you've never had it before, you might be curious about what corned beef actually is. Put simply, it's beef that's been preserved in a salty brine. The dish has existed for hundreds of years, but it became especially common in Ireland after the Cattle Acts of 1663 and 1667 encouraged beef production and export. The name doesn't make it obvious, but a classic Reuben is made with corned beef, though some versions swap it out for pastrami. Reuben sandwiches and the well-known combination of corned beef and cabbage are two familiar ways to enjoy this canned meat, yet they're far from the only options. You can pile it into sandwiches or sliders, or cook up a hearty plate of corned beef hash topped with eggs. With its long culinary background and bold flavor, corned beef can easily bring new life to even the simplest dishes. If you've ever picked up a rotisserie chicken only to have leftovers spoil before you could eat them, you're definitely not the only one. Luckily, there's an easy alternative: canned chicken. It's a great option when you don't need a large portion or when you're preparing a meal for just one person. Canned chicken comes in several varieties, including whole pieces, chunks, shredded meat, and low-sodium versions, giving you plenty of choices depending on what you're making. Chunk-style chicken works well in hearty salads, while shredded chicken is a great addition to soups or stews. Because it's pre-cooked and shelf-stable, you don't have to stress about raw poultry, cross-contamination, or cleaning up after extensive prep. Just open the can, add it to your dish, and you're set. In fact, canned chicken may be one of the simplest ways to add chicken to your meals. Give your shelf-stable meat selection a little variety without crowding your pantry by stocking a few different Spam flavors. Spam first hit the market in 1937 and became especially well-known during World War II, when Allied forces shipped it to soldiers stationed overseas as a reliable food supply. Since then, it's become a lasting staple, with more than 9 billion cans sold. Spam is made from a mixture of pork and ham, along with ingredients like salt, water, modified potato starch, sugar, and sodium nitrite. Whether you've been eating it for years or are just trying it for the first time, there are countless ways to prepare it. You can slice it, dice it, grill it, pan fry it, or even bake it. It also works for any meal of the day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, or a quick snack. Alongside the original version, Spam is available in several varieties you might not have noticed before, including maple, hickory smoke, jalapeno, teriyaki, and reduced sodium options. There's even a version made with lean white turkey. Speaking of which,
gobble, gobble! Tommy Gobbler's back, and he wants to hear what you turkeys are thankful for!
Canned turkey is a convenient item to keep on hand because it's so simple to work with. You can use it much like you would any chopped turkey in a recipe. There are several varieties available, including white meat only, a mix of white and dark meat, oven-roasted options, and more. Most canned turkey is packed in chunks, though, so that's something to consider when planning your dishes. While it usually can't be sliced thin like deli turkey, it works perfectly in meals where the meat is diced, shredded, or minced. You can break up the meat to make a rich turkey tomato bolognese for pasta, or stir it into a pot of turkey chili for an easy weeknight dinner. It also works well in soups, stews, and even homemade stocks. Since canned turkey is already fully cooked, you can often shorten preparation times in recipes. On top of that, it's typically low in fat and carbs while providing plenty of protein, making it a practical and nutritious addition to your pantry. Craving hearty comfort food without the extra work? Canned beef can make it much simpler. There are several varieties available, which means you can toss it into dishes like stews, casseroles, sandwiches, and plenty of other meals. As with most canned meats, the beef is already cooked, so all you have to do is open the can and mix it into whatever you're preparing. It's also a convenient option for camping trips, since it adds filling protein to meals with very little effort. There's no real prep involved, cleanup is minimal, and it quickly boosts the heartiness of your dish. Just don't forget to season it the same way you would fresh cooked beef. Your kitchen and your pantry can benefit from keeping canned ground beef on hand. There's no need to defrost meat from the freezer or rush to cook it before it spoils. Best of all, you won't have to deal with tossing out questionable, gray-looking beef that's been sitting in the fridge too long. Just pop open a can and add it straight into dishes like sauces, meatloaf, spaghetti, other pasta recipes, chili, tacos, casseroles, soups, or stews. Most canned ground beef is packaged simply with the meat and a little salt, which makes it easy to season however you prefer. Because it starts off fairly neutral, you can mix in flavors like garlic, onion, chili powder, paprika, or any spices you enjoy. Ground beef is known for its flexibility in the kitchen. You might open a can, toss it together with beans and vegetables, and have a quick meal ready in minutes. Or you could bake a few potatoes, season the beef with beans and veggies to create a chili-style topping, and spoon it over the potatoes for something more filling. The possibilities are practically endless. Who doesn't enjoy a hearty meatball? The best part is, you don't have to do all the heavy lifting anymore. Usually, making meatballs means combining raw meat with seasonings by hand, shaping them into balls and cooking them. With canned meatballs, that whole process is mostly taken care of for you. They also have the advantage of sitting safely in your pantry until you're ready to use them, making it simple to toss together a quick meal without all the usual prep.
Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball!
Canned meatballs often come packed in tomato sauce or gravy, so they're already flavored and ready to go in your next pasta creation. Just cook a pot of spaghetti, pour in the meatballs, and dinner is practically served. Boost the flavor with a sprinkle of oregano, a touch of garlic, and some grated Parmesan for that extra kick. All in all, canned meatballs make whipping up a satisfying meal incredibly simple. Elk has a flavor profile somewhat like beef, but is leaner and can carry a mild, gamey taste. Belonging to the deer family, there are several subspecies, including Rocky Mountain elk and Roosevelt elk. Since it's a type of wild game, you can treat it similarly to venison, bison, or rabbit in recipes. Adding canned elk to your pantry is a great way to experiment with something different, especially if you want to branch out from more common meats. Nutritionally, elk is low in fat, high in protein, and packed with vitamins B2 and B3, along with minerals like calcium, copper, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, and zinc. You can use canned elk in stews, soups, or roasts. Because it's not as widely available as other meats, preparation is simple. Pan fry or grill it to enhance the flavor, and season it just as you would any other game meat or beef. The history of haggis is a bit hazy, but one thing's certain: it's been enjoyed for centuries. Traditionally, haggis is a Scottish savory pudding that can include ingredients like liver, heart, lungs, minced meat, suet, oatmeal, and spices. Recipes vary widely, so no two are exactly alike. When it comes to canned haggis, you'll find a range of meat options. Some include lamb heart, lamb liver, pork fat, Highland or sirloin beef, suet, oats, onions, or other seasonings, depending on the brand and where it's made. Canned haggis generally has a fairly balanced mix of fats, carbohydrates, and protein. There's even a vegetarian version made from kidney beans, lentils, turnips, and other plant-based ingredients. For a filling and simple breakfast, pair canned haggis with canned beans, mushrooms, eggs, and sausage. Or take a more traditional approach by serving it alongside mashed potatoes and yellow turnips. Surely a meal that would make William Wallace nod in approval.
That they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!
If you're wondering how to work Vienna sausages into your cooking, keep it simple. They can be used just like any other hot dog or small sausage. Try giving sausage and peppers a twist by frying them with onions, bell peppers, and other vegetables. They also work well in soups, stews, or chopped up in pasta dishes for a comforting, easy meal. They're a handy pantry item that adds flavor and protein without extra hassle. Typically, Vienna sausages are made from a mix of pork and beef. Fresh versions might be longer like a traditional hot dog, but canned sausages come in smaller, bite-sized pieces. You can also find canned varieties made with chicken, beef, and pork in chicken broth. The options don't stop there. Smoked, barbecue, jalapeno, or classic original flavors let you tailor the taste to your recipe. Canned pork makes it easy to whip up a quick, satisfying meal. Just open, heat, and serve. Most grocery stores carry a variety of options, including plain pork, pulled pork, pork chunks, and more. Some cans contain only pork and salt, fully cooked and preservative-free, while others are packed in water or barbecue sauce. Plain canned pork with sea salt is high in protein, low in fat, and contains no carbs. Thanks to its versatility, canned pork is a smart pantry staple. You can warm it in a pan with its liquid to keep it juicy, or drain it if your recipe doesn't need extra moisture. Pair it with rice, creamy mashed potatoes, or use it to make a pulled pork sandwich on crusty bread. Larger 14.5-ounce cans are great for family meals or leftovers. Those smaller cans are also available for more modest portions. Give your next snack or meal a gourmet touch with canned pork pâté. Pâté is a rich, savory spread made from finely ground, seasoned meat or seafood. Here, pork. It's commonly enjoyed with bread, crackers, dried fruit, or cheese. Pork liver pâté is one of the most popular canned varieties, sometimes enhanced with ingredients like mushrooms, goose meat, or black pepper. Many of these pâtés are imported from France, adding a touch of international flair. Unlike most canned meats, pâté requires no cooking. It's ready to enjoy straight from the can, though you can also use it to fill vegetables or spread on sandwiches. It's ideal for a picnic, a date night appetizer, or a simple snack, and it's surprisingly affordable for a touch of sophistication. Why not give it a try?